which I am now one of the representatives of. I accepted my calling about 5 years ago. I had dragged my feet for many years, hoping to not have to do this. I saw the kind of privation that ministers often go through. They have to watch their P's and Q's, they have to behave in as honorable a fashion as possible. Can't throw any more temper tantrums, can't go around hitting people, can't steal anything. It's a pain. But I have been more happy since I accepted the calling than I have in pretty much my entire life. And I think God probably knew that and kept wondering why I was dragging my feet, but understood and was patient with me until finally it was inevitable. 5 years ago, a critical event happened in my life. I left an abusive relationship that made me question a great deal of how I had been doing things in my life. I had accumulated a great deal of knowledge and information, but I had no focus for it. There was no center, no apex, no pulling together of this knowledge to make it useful. But I found that by accepting being a minister, everything I had learned was starting to fall into place. It was like I had been in training my entire life. And that finally, all of those weird little skills that I had learned, all the experiences I had had, for good and bad, are coming in very handy now. In the Church of Thomas, there are people that are 18 and 19 that feel called to the ministry, and they are discouraged from becoming ministers until they are older. The reason for this is that, as a general rule, we don't believe that people who are very young have enough life experiences to be able to minister to and counsel people from a lot of different age groups and backgrounds. If you haven't had any experiences with breakups, if you've never had your heart broken, if you've never fallen in love and wondered why you couldn't get married now, that maybe you should wait and get to know the person a little bit. If you have never suffered the loss of a loved one, or the trauma of dealing with a critically ill loved one, these are all things that are very important if you want to be an effective minister. And unfortunately, for better or worse, I have experienced all of those things. I think it has given me a much broader outlook and a better background to become a minister. One of the things that happened after I accepted my calling was that I started having dreams.